The river was free. The people were not. And that was how the problem began. This story is about a man who tried to own a river and a woman who reminded him that nature belongs to no one. The river called Surinati flowed beside a small village. It gave water to the fields, fish to people, and life to everyone. Every family depended on it in some way. At the narrow crossing of the river, there was a wooden gate. Beside it stood a small hut. This place was controlled by a man named Raghav. Raghav was the toll keeper. Anyone who wanted to cross the river had to pay him. At first, he charged only a small amount. People did not complain. They believed he was helping manage the crossing. But slowly Raghav became greedy. After some time, Raghav began to increase the toll. He said the river was being used too much. He showed wooden sticks with marks on them and claimed they measured water usage. The villagers did not understand these measurements, but they were afraid, so they paid more. Among the villagers was a widowed fisherwoman named Mira. Mira lived alone in a small house near the river. Her husband had died years ago during a storm while fishing. Since then, she worked hard every day to survive. She crossed the river daily to fish. One morning, Raghav demanded double the usual toll from Mira. Mira looked at the sticks and then at the river. She said calmly, "This river was here before you and your rules." Raghav laughed and replied, "If you don't pay, don't cross." Mira did not argue. She turned around and walked away. The next day, Mira did not come to the toll gate. Instead, she went far upstream where the river was shallow. She used an old, broken boat and crossed slowly over stones and mud. It was difficult. Her feet were hurt. It took more time, but she crossed the river without paying anything. Day after day, she continued this way. Some villagers noticed her. Slowly, they followed her path. The toll gate became quiet. Raga became angry when he saw fewer people coming. He raised the toll again and put up warning signs. He hired guards and shouted about laws and rules. But the river did not change. Dark clouds began to gather. The elders warned that heavy rain was coming. Mira watched the river carefully. She felt danger. She told the villagers to move their belongings to higher ground. Raghav ignored the warnings. He said, "I control this river. Nothing will happen." One night, the rain fell heavily. The river rose quickly. Water rushed into houses. Boats were washed away. Fields disappeared under water. Raghav woke up to find water inside his hut. His grain sacks floated away. His papers were ruined. The wooden gate broke and disappeared. Terrified, Raghav ran toward the village and begged for help. Mira stood on higher ground with the others. Raghav felt her feet and cried, "Please help me. I will remove the toll." Mira looked at the river and then at him. She asked softly, "Where will you put your gate now?" Raghav had no answer. The river roared behind them, as if it was speaking. By morning, the water went down. The toll gate was gone. Raghav's hut was destroyed. The villagers rebuilt their homes together. There were no gates, no tolls. Mira returned to fishing. Her life was still hard, but her heart was peaceful. The river flowed freely again. Years later, people still cross the river without fear. And elders tell the children, no one owns a river. No one can control life forever. Those who try to take more than they need lose everything in the end.